Yes, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my 2 cents on it. Yeah, my name is Gerald. Everybody got their 2 cents on things by YouTube. I said, hell, why can't I give my 2 cents on it? So I'm here with my man, Main Event Frow, and we do our almost weekly Friday chat about all things WWE. So, how you doing?
Yeah, it's all good, man. Good to be back in the building. We missed last Friday, but it's all good. We're gonna get back in this thing, man. Talk about this wrestling.
All right, yes, sir. So you know how we start. So we start with SmackDown, then go to Raw. So, of course, with SmackDown, we gonna start at the top. So today they made it official. Roman Reigns will defend the WWE Universal Championship against the new man of the hour, LA Knight, at Crown Jewel, November 4th over there in Saudi Arabia, what I call the blood money, but it is what it is. What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I seen it coming after they took AJ Styles out because it's supposed to be AJ versus Roman. I guess they decided to switch it up with LA Knight. So I'm thinking things gonna look good. I'm thinking they're gonna put LA Knight over. This gonna be a chance to really just shine, show himself that he's a competitor, be in the title picture. And I think it's gonna be pretty good, man. They're gonna put him over for sure.
Well, they're not gonna. Well, in wrestling terms, put him over means he's gonna win, but he's not gonna win. What I say is that he's gonna shine. He's gonna,
Right,
he's going to put his best foot forward here. He's gonna, he's gonna get a chance to, become a star after this, a bigger star by losing, because it's obvious that Roman's gonna be the champ going into WrestleMania.
right.
So I will say this is a good spot by LA Knight. Also, as well, shout out to John Cena for not only promoting LA Knight, but also teaming with LA Knight. So he gets to shine a team with a legend, one of the greatest of all time, John Cena. So big shout out to him and John Cena.
To show that.
Yeah, because Cena, he basically stepped aside and said, "This is now LA Knight's time to become the champ. Well, try to become the champion."
Right.
John Cena's gonna wrestle somebody else in Crown Jewel, I believe. I'm gonna say that in a minute, but as far as this match, it should be a very good match. But in the end, Roman gonna win. But LA Knight is gonna become a bigger star because he's in the match and he's not gonna back down from Roman. It's gonna give Roman all he has to offer. So I think it's gonna be a very good spot for him.
Yeah, man. Good spot for him. Good time to get his shine on. Even in a loss, LA Knight always seemed to hell when he loses, it seems like he get even bigger. So
Yes, you are
yeah.
right. Absolutely, you are so right about that. Yeah, man. So also as well, John Cena. I think he is going to be wrestling. I do believe Solo Sikoa. I could be wrong, but I believe he's going to be hitting for a match with Solo Sikoa. We think about a match about that.
That's that's what it looked like. I mean, they done had face offs. Cena done tried to hit him with the AA. I don't think he didn't hit him with it yet, huh? Um, Solo, he done spiked Cena a couple times, and yeah, man. So yeah, Solo versus John Cena is looking very well doing for Saudi Arabia, and you know how John Cena do. Make sure he's gonna make sure Solo Sikoa look good in the match. He might do his little 5 set move like always, but John Cena a little rubbish in the ring now. So and he just got that star power, and it's gonna bring Solo Sikoa more star power as a heel. It'll bring him more star power. It's looking like that's what's gonna happen though.
Yeah, you're right. And you mean his five moves of doom? So yeah, he
Yeah,
coming with
that's it.
that.
That's what they
Yeah,
call.
yeah. Five moves of doom. Yeah, yeah. Try to add a few more, but it didn't take. So his five moves are good enough. So yeah, so
Right.
with the Striker Hollywood ending, John Cena be going back to Hollywood soon. So he's gonna be closing up. But it was good for him to come in for a little bit that he did because
Right. Right.
SmackDown in particular needs the star power, especially at the top of the card. So that's very good for him. So
Yeah, and the show's been doing better too.
yes, they
Yeah.
have. So yeah, I think it should be a very good match between John Cena and Solo Sikoa. John Cena, he realizes, he is the legend who doesn't need to win another match ever. So he can
Right.
just wrestle the next 30 matches and lose, still keep his legacy, his aura, his Hall of Fame career. So I think he's going to do all he can to put Solo Sikoa over as a beast, the next big heel in wrestling. I think he's going to do the honors for
Mm-hmm.
Solo Sikoa at Crown Jewel. It should be also a very good match.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And okay, we slide down the card. Just a little bit on SmackDown. The United States Champion Rey Mysterio, who I could have sworn was going to be wrestling Bobby Lashley, but it's not in the cards. So it's been revealed that he was going to be wrestling the returning Logan Paul,
Yes, sir.
which I do believe was going to be a crown jewel. So
Yes,
I must
sir.
admit, Logan Paul is a natural. Not only he's a natural, a likable guy. So he's a very good heel. He's also very good at wrestling. He's a very good athlete. I will give him
Mm-hmm.
that. And I think it's pretty been obvious that since he's such a natural, he's good at it, and not only that, he has very much respect for the business. You can see that clear as day.
Right.
So it's obvious. Like the plan was to give him a title, to have around on his podcast, Hollywood Endeavors a little bit. So I think it's obvious that he's going to be beating Rey Mysterio to become the U.S. champion. Don't know how long he's going to be champion, but I think Logan Paul is going to be Ray and be U.S. champion for a little bit. And I'm not opposed to the idea because I think Logan, like I said, is a very good heel. He can, take the U.S. title on Hollywood Adventures podcast, boxing matches, whatever. So say that. So I'm not actually opposed to move him becoming U.S. champion. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts?
I think it's Logan Paul time. He put in the work. He actually earned it for somebody who just stepped in the wrestling business. I'm pretty sure Logan Paul got his own ring outside his house, so I'm pretty sure he had practices with people. But he proved that he can come in as a celebrity, do better than any celebrity done besides the Puerto Rican guy. I forget his name, but you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, then Logan
Carlito?
Paul. No, the Puerto Rican guy that Damian Priest had to wrestle, the rapper.
Oh, Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And Bad Bunny was like when he first came, he showed his skill. But when Logan Paul came, he actually showed that he can wrestle. You know what I'm saying? And
yes.
take bumps and do extreme moves. He beaten Rey Mysterio before, and he's gonna beat him again, I believe, to become like the champ, the U.S. champ. And like you said, he's gonna take that belt everywhere. He's gonna promote it on his show. He's gonna promote it at his events, which is gonna bring WWE a lot of more fans in to see what's going on. So yeah, Logan Paul is a bit draw in. I mean, as a podcaster, he's lovable. Through his career just going out and doing events, people actually draw into him. But as a WWE wrestler, people people don't like him. And I guess that's just how it goes. Sometimes you can be like the same way I can say about Austin Theory. You're good outside the ring, but they dislike you in the ring. So, but with Logan Paul having that belt, man, it's gonna draw a lot more attention to WWE. It's gonna draw a lot more attention to himself, and it's gonna bring a lot of more people to the venues, and it's gonna be a good thing.
Yes, it is. I agree. And speaking of Rey Mysterio, he revealed this week that he will be retiring in the next 1.5 to 2 years. So he can spend more time with his wife. And I will say now, even though he's gonna retire in a while now, I will say I'm gonna shout out Rey Mysterio for a very good career. I mean, well, when I first saw him in WCW in '96, there was this little guy out here doing things you never seen before, and then he
Yeah,
ended up tempting the big guys and beating them. It is believable. So I guess Ray is one of the top 10 guys I've enjoyed watching in my 33 years of watching wrestling. I will say Ray is to the top 10. Shout out to him. I will say that for a very
yes,
good
sir.
career.
Yes, sir. Awesome, awesome career.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is about time. I mean, when your son is wrestling, I think it is the time. The end should be near. So I guess I will say that for
Yeah,
tip of the
I
cap
thought
for
it was.
Ray on the great career.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna hang it up this WrestleMania, but he want to push it further. One thing every wrestler that retired, one thing they always say is that it's very addictive to come back to that ring. You know, and
Yeah, they say
what the
never say
Undertaker,
never.
yeah, the Undertaker say that never say never,
Yeah,
and yeah, but he had a good run, man. I love me some Rey Mysterio. Never was a heel, always a face, and a top dog in the company.
yeah, yeah. As you said, it's very addictive. The late great Terry Funk actually retired 7 times. So
Wow.
very
Yeah,
very hard
yeah.
for him to stay retired.
Yeah,
So
I think he went out fighting.
yeah, he just had last match a few years ago. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
very tough. So Rey Mysterio in December he turns 49. So obviously 50 is next year. So yeah, I think it's about time Ray hangs it up, enjoys time with the wife.
right,
And we're going to go to, I guess, the third member of the bloodline, Jimmy Uso, who cost his brother and Cody Rhodes the tag titles.
right.
I actually thought they were going to wait till WrestleMania to do Uso versus Uso, but after Jimmy did what he did on Monday, they can't wait till WrestleMania. I don't believe that's just too long to wait. I think Jay's going to see Jimmy sooner rather than later, so it might be a crown jewel as far as I can see. It may not be, but I think that's got to be the plan.
Man, if they pull the trigger now, then it's gonna be some heavy stuff later on. Hold on for a second, man. I know they ain't just calling me back to back like that. Hold up for a second.
Yeah, so like I said, it's gonna be a very interesting event. Uso versus Uso. The Usos are one of the greatest tag teams of all time. 8-time tag team champions. I'll say, if not one, two, or three, one of the three greatest tag teams ever in WWE history, along with the New Day as well as the Dudley Boys. They up there. The Usos are very dominating, man. I will say that right there. Shout out to both.
Yeah, sorry about that, man. Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's all right.
Yes, but Jimmy Uso versus Jay is really too soon. For me, it's not too soon, but I'd rather see it at WrestleMania. Um, they looks like they're trying to pull the trigger early. Maybe I would say Survivor Series, but that's looking like Cody Rhodes team versus the Bloodline team, and they may draw it out. They may can pull the trigger and draw it out all the way to WrestleMania. So I like to
That's
say, man, we had to see how they drag it out.
yeah. I guess we will see.
Yeah, because they don't do it at Crown Jewel, it's gonna be at WrestleMania.
Okay. And as we go down to the women's division, I say it almost every time we talk. I mean, SmackDown doesn't have that many ladies, but they have more than what they show. They show the same 5 ladies every week, over
Yep,
and over. I mean, it's like Triple H. You do have more ladies on the SmackDown roster you can use. So
yep,
there's report that Bianca Belair may make a return sooner tonight. So it'll be the same 6 ladies, which is good. Which is good, but it's the same 6 ladies. They do have Tamina. They do have Alba Fry, Eyes the Dawn. They don't use. I'm trying to think of who else. Shotzi, like I said, I don't see it for as a wrestler, but as a character, she could be on more often. You know, uh, Tamina, she's near the end, but she's still on the roster. You can use her. Just the same old.
yeah. It is the same old people, but it's look like as far as right now, it looked like they're paying more attention to the women's division, but they still haven't showed it. Like SmackDown can have at least two women's matches instead of just one match or just showing them backstage building
Nah,
up
I'm
something.
going to say that because SmackDown's 2 hour show that goes by quick, but they can just like rotate the women every week. I was looking at
Yeah,
SmackDown's women's roster. You have mentioned which she they use her. I'm sorry, me again, which she used her more as a manager than a wrestler.
right.
Of course, Selena Vega they show her every now and then. So I think some ladies from Raw, they just come over to SmackDown. They could bring over from Raw maybe 2 or 3 ladies. Make that division look better because SmackDown women's division is real thin. Very
Yeah,
thin.
or they can just start pairing them up, man. Like, I mean, they can, have they get them on TV more. They can pair them up and stuff like that too,
Yeah,
if they decide to, because they do have like, I mean, NXT stat. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's a whole women division stat, and that you see them in the back room, in the locker room. It's
Mhm.
like it's women in the back room that don't you never see on TV, and then the
Yeah,
ones you see on TV, you got 8 people in the women's tournament they got going.
yeah.
That's 8 right there. Then you seen this past NXT, we seen like 5 of them in the back. You
Mhm.
know, let's start spreading them out and make some more toxic attractions. Let's make some more damage controls.
Yeah.
And just to get their faces on TV and get them something to do.
So yeah, so we know the match tonight, Io Sky and Charlotte for the WWE Women's Championship, and I do believe that Charlotte will be winning another Women's Championship. I've lost count. I think this will be her 15th
It'll be
championship.
15 if she win.
Yeah, so that'll be number 15. I do believe she win tonight. I mean, they can't just keep having Charlotte having matches and not win. So she has to win
Right,
eventually. So guess you might
right.
as well just give her the belt tonight and make it number 15. She's obviously gonna surpass her father, John Cena, and become the most
Yep,
successful champion. Period. So
right.
might as well just give her 15 tonight. And get it on over with.
Yeah, then we can get the Bailey versus Charlotte. But this way it look like they building up to. Cause
I
she keeps saying Bailey lost her edge. You know what I'm saying? If you can just read, like,
yeah,
try to read between the lines. Bailey, you lost your edge. What happened to the 4 horsewoman Bailey? What
mm,
happened to the Bailey, the hugger Bailey? You was on top of your game then. Now you just following EO Sky.
yeah.
Yeah, so I
But I will
think
say I like Bailey now more than I like the Hugger. Like the Hugger Bailey didn't have no edge. Like Bailey now has an edge. She has,
right,
like
right, right,
back then she came off as a little girl. Now she come off as a grown woman, which
right,
is
right. She
very
had to
appreciated by
change.
me. She is much
Yeah.
improved as a character and a wrestler in my book.
Yes,
Before,
sir.
before she needed Sasha Banks' help. Now she can stand on her own. Now she has two legs back hubs. So so she
Right.
has much improved to me.
Yes, sir. She has.
Yeah, and I will say that WWE made a grave mistake not really keeping Sasha Banks and Naomi because they I'm pretty sure will be on SmackDown because not only that two of them are very good wrestlers. Sasha Banks I think is upper echelon. Naomi is very good on right. They
Yeah.
would have made SmackDown's women's division a little more deeper. So now
Yep.
without them two, SmackDown women's division is thin because most of the good ladies are on Raw.
Right. Yeah, they dropped the ball on that one, man.
Yeah,
They,
yeah,
I mean, really dropped the ball. But if they, you know, it was the wrong time for them. It was the wrong time. Vince McMahon do what he want to do, how he want to do it, when he want to do it. And I'm pretty sure if it would have happened now, the creative team would have been more into their ideals of what they're trying to push, and they would
yeah,
have worked. They would at least work with them, and gave it a
yeah.
chance.
Yeah, that's why I really don't like to watch SmackDown's women's matches too much because it'd be the same women. Kind of tune out in a way now. I try not to, but it's because the same old. Like Raw
Right.
has about 15 ladies, which can rotate back and forth, which is a lot better than me.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, so as we
Okay.
slide down the car, so the new team of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller were unsuccessful in becoming WWE Tag Team Champions, but I do believe they're going to be a duel for a little while longer, which is good because it's good for the both of them, especially Austin Theory, who has finally found his way teaming with Grayson Waller.
Yes, sir. Well, I mean, that's a real nice team. I like them together more than apart. And
Yeah,
I think they will be tag champions before they split, but only you know if they split the titles up. They gotta figure out what they're gonna do with these titles because I'm really tired of these cartoon looking titles, and they need to bring back some gold on the thing, man, and redesign the belt, switch them out. You know what I'm saying? SmackDown had their tag belts, Raw had their tag belts. If not, if not that, then at least, I mean, they on their way of doing it now. Develop more tag teams, help them get in matches instead of the same people fighting for the belt. You had different people fighting for him.
Yeah. I was gonna say of Theory and Waller. I was thinking. I think they decided whether to make them at the top. I put Pretty Deadly at the top because they made their return a few weeks ago, and they're very high on them, obviously. So I think they may put Pretty Deadly for a tag run before Waller and Theory because they're a actual tag team, and then
Right,
they have the characters down pat.
right. That'll make a whole lot more sense. So we'll see how they do because it's mostly like it's a lot of heel tag teams too. So I don't know how. I guess they're gonna hot potato the tag team belts to do it like that, or just. But I'm thinking Theory gonna turn face by next year though.
Perhaps maybe a little while longer, but yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, late next year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perhaps. I was thinking about Waller and Theory. They're going to be battling, I believe, Dragon Lee and Cameron Grimes. I think they got some unresolved
okay. Yeah. I
issues with
forgot
those
about
two.
that.
So it should be a tag match down the line. I don't think Lee and Grimes going to be a team for long, but I think for this feud
Nah,
with Theory and Waller, they're going to be teaming up. So you could go there.
right.
Yeah, the two lower guys in LWO, Del Toro and Wild, I guess, they a tag team. Not a successful tag team, but you could call them a tag team.
Right. So I don't know what they're gonna do with them because I think they're gonna drag Dragon Lee into the group. They sort of
I don't
teasing
think
it.
so. I don't
They
think so
either
because
they either
Carlito
teasing
just
it
came
or
back.
they teasing it or they trolling this. But Dragon Lee, he always shows up in LWO business. When something go bad, he always pop
Mhm.
up. So it's sort of kind of teasing it, and then kind of like he going his own way too. But
I
right now
think
he
he's going
teaming
his
with,
own way. I think he's going his own way because he just brought back
and so
Carlito to join the LWO. So
right,
you don't need six guys in one group. Five is a little
right,
much, but yeah. So
yeah,
yeah. Speaking of SmackDown returns, Kevin Owens was traded to SmackDown last week,
yes
which
sir,
finally completed the deal for Jey Uso, which breaks up the team with him and Sami Zayn, which I like together. But it breaks them up. I'm, I guess I give the trade, I guess, a C. I mean, I like Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is a main event. He's box office. It's
right,
always good to have him on the show, but at the same time, Roman has beaten him 3 times already, so I don't want to see him Roman no more. But as far as
right,
Kevin Owens, him on his own on the show is good. So I say a C. So Kevin Owens is good, but he can only go so high because I don't want to see him Roman ever again. So
yeah.
so I give the grade like a C plus.
Yeah, I like the trade, and it looked like where they're going is Kevin Owens gonna help maybe build a couple people up, feud with a couple people that he never feud with before, and hopefully they reward him with the U.S. title sooner or later, and he may be the one to take it off Logan Paul. So
I was thinking more so LA Knight, but
yeah, L.A. Knight too, man. I don't know what they're gonna do with Owens, man, because I like you said, it's like a C. It was wasn't good, it wasn't bad, but it's like, okay, let's just see what they're gonna do with him.
yeah. KO, whenever they get him, he's gonna knock it out of the park. I know that already.
For
He's gonna
sure
be good
that.
in his role. But like I said, I don't want to say him and Roman no more. So it's good in one sense, bad in the other sense.
Yeah,
He don't even do none. I'm talking about that. With the bloodline, he don't even do nothing with the bloodline. Nothing. But other than that, I guess it's good.
yeah. I hope he stay far away from the bloodline, but you know Kevin Owens, he's looked like what else they gonna do if John Cena go back to Hollywood? Kevin Owens gonna be there to take his spot to uplift L.A. Knight, help him run out, help L.A. Knight when he getting
Uh,
jump,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
little simple stuff like that.
Yeah. I
But
know
I
they know
just want to
that.
see
I know they know that Roman has beat him 3 times already in title matches. It is
right.
title reign. Three already. No need to see a fourth.
I don't want to see it again either.
Right.
Not
Right.
not unless Roman Reigns putting Kevin out for a couple
But
months or something.
Don't need to
Other
see
than
it no
that,
more. I could have th-
yeah,
I could have thought of a few other guys that could have came over. Even Sami Zayn could have came over. I would have took that better than KO coming over.
right,
But WWE, they wisdom. I guess Triple H. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I don't really see the benefit of that.
right. I didn't need a. Like I said, I was like, okay, let's see what they really gonna do. But they
Yes.
broke up one of my favorite teams. They broke them up. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So everybody else on the SmackDown men's roster is either on vacation or in catering. So no need to talk about them. So let's switch over to Raw. At the top of
okay,
the card, of course, Seth Rollins is going to defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre at Crown Jewel. I think
yeah,
Drew, I think Drew is a good choice. I mean, he is a former world champion. I mean, the man built like a tank, so he is a credible challenger. To me, way more credible than Suzuki Nakamura. This is a guy that can actually win the match. I can see actually win the match of the title. So, but in the end, I do believe Seth Rollins is going to retain in a very good match.
yeah. I think. Oh man, this story, this the story that got me mind twisted right now because on Raw a lot of things happen. Last Raw a lot of things happen, and Drew looks like he's still like in between. So we don't know what's going on here. He done had a conversation with Rhea Ripley. He left Seth Rollins in the ring to get jumped, but he didn't let the cash in go through. And I just, the story just building up, man. And Drew telling a nice story, but Seth Rollins he hit him with the smackdown, man. If you lose, you ain't got nobody to blame, you know. And that kind of was like a smack in the face of the truth. So I think Seth Rollins gonna win. Drew beats him down after the match, and we finally get the cash in.
Damian Priest,
I
but
think it's gonna happen. I think it's finally gonna happen
I don't think it's gonna happen yet. I think they're gonna wait until a few more months, maybe even early next year. I was reading something about early next year. They may make them wait till
earlier
the
next year.
yeah, because right now the judges they are gonna try to their best hold on to the tag titles. We'll get to that in a
Okay,
little bit, but yeah,
okay.
I think this loss by Drew McIntyre is gonna finally push him over the edge to that heel turn that's been teased forever today. I think they made a mistake having him fight the Miz, one of the biggest heels on the roster, but this heel turn is coming. This loss is gonna push him over the edge, and he's gonna go to the bad side after Crown Jewel.
Oh
He's gonna
yeah, for
give Seth
sure.
all he's got and lose and be frustrated, and he's gonna realize Seth is right. And he's gonna feed into it and have that heel turn that's been teased by for forever in a day.
Yeah, he gonna finally click, snap out. I'm pretty sure he gonna attack Seth Rollins after the match. Maybe a tease of a cash in, and maybe Cody comes out and stop the cash in if they don't want Damian to actually cash it in, then Seth Rollins will have somebody that helps stop the cash in. But for sure, Drew gonna attack him after the match. Hey, gonna beat him down.
Oh, yeah, sure, right
But that
about
I mean
that.
that's the only way really to solidify the heel turn. They always got the attack after the match, unless they do it
Yeah,
different this time.
yeah, sure, right about that. And as we slide down, Gunther, Intercontinental Champion, beat Russell Reed in a big boy match. A match where two
Mm.
big guys beat the crap out of each other. Gunther came out on top in a very good match. I
Mm.
parade Raw's mid roster, and I'm trying to see who's next because either everybody else is another heel or Gunther has beaten them already. I'm trying to see like who is next.
Oh man, this man Gunther Squires, everybody, man.
Yeah,
Like only person I can see really him fighting next is somebody he never faced before. That's gonna give him a run for his money. That everybody looking forward to. That everybody be rooting for is Sami Zayn or Jey Uso. You know.
yeah. Probably it won't be Jay Uso because Jay Uso can't really take no big losses. Now Sami Zayn, I could see that happening eventually. He's already
Right,
beat Sami Zayn early this year, but that was non-title. But yeah, he may beat Sami Zayn for the title.
right,
I know it's too soon for Ivar. They just started his push.
right. So we
But
don't.
yeah,
Yeah, Ivor. He in the background right now. They just working with him. But yeah, he been doing some good things too.
yeah. I'm trying to see like who's next. Gunther might
Uh,
be just in the background for a minute, just wait on his next challenger
I'm
because
thinking, man. I don't know, man, because
because
it'll be nice though if Jay Uso can take the title off of him, and then we go ahead and get. I mean, not right now, but like up to next year, they can build it up. Start next year building it up. He take it like Elimination
hmm
Chamber or something like
hmm
that.
yeah.
He
But
take the
Gunther don't.
title, and then Gunther build up his match, his dream match with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
But Gunther needs to go undefeated to the world title. He don't need to suffer no losses to nobody. I wouldn't really
Man,
go with that.
they can go and get him that loss, the Jey Uso, so he can get a dream match because he really want to fight Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. So they can go with that.
Yeah, I guess let me peruse some of the so-called free agents. I guess you got, of course, you got Brock Lesnar. They could, I guess, give him almost if they want to have like that kind of match. Almost gonna come
Yeah,
in for.
A Vince McMahon match.
I mean, almost as good, credible. Even though he would lose, he still be credible.
Right.
Yeah,
It'll put a
uh
spark
huh.
into it'll put a spark of interest in the
Mm-hmm.
match though. You know.
Yeah. Pat McAfee, he could come in for a match with Gunther, take the loss.
Oh man.
Yeah. Our truth, no, our truth, no, he still out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah, so
injured.
that's yeah. Uh, I'm sure they'll get Gunther somebody, and then he'll beat him. So we're just gonna go down
New
to the
he
chance.
he haven't fought nobody from the New Day yet, huh?
Well, he beat Kofi Kingston like last year when he was on SmackDown,
Right.
and then he
But
beat
not recently. He haven't had no title match with them.
mm-mm. But
Yeah.
he beat both Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods in non-title matches already, so he's already beaten them already.
Right.
So they'll give him somebody that he'll beat. Don't worry about it. We got to slide down to the tag titles. The Judgment Day regained the tag belts thanks to Jimmy Uso. So Damian Priest, Finn Balor, are once again the tag champions. And I do
Yes, sir.
believe they're going to defend the belts next against the winner of this match on Monday between the New Day and Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
And I do believe the New Day will win, and they're going to come back to the tag title picture to wrestle the Judgment Day. And I guess we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that'll be nice for them to you know, we know they ain't gonna they're not gonna win. I don't think Kofi and Xavier Woods got no win up their sleeve until probably next year they may get them a belt. Or when they split the titles up, they may get the belts. But as for right now, that's what it's looking like. Whoever win the match on Monday, they get a match at Crown Jewel. New Day more likely to win. And I wouldn't be surprised if Alpha Academy won, but New Day is more favorable. And them versus Judgment Day will be it'd be a quite good match. Interesting.
It would. It would indeed. Also on Raw, Suzuki Nakamura overcame his loss at Fastlane to beat Ricochet in a Fall Sky Anywhere match. Though I believe he's in a holder pattern because I don't think nobody wants to see him versus Gunther. Though it may happen, but I don't want to see it. So right now, Suzuki is in a holding pattern right now. He's out of the title picture, but he did overcome that to beat Ricochet. So Ricochet once again puts on a good matches, but in the end loses.
Yeah,
So
man.
it's kind of saying with the Ricochet match, you know, he's gonna do something real good, something very good, spectacular, but in the end take the L, like versus Logan Paul, like versus now with Suzuki. So Ricochet does his role well.
Oh yeah, man. I hate they don't got the lightweight belt, or should I say cruiserweight, whichever one they use the most. But I hate they don't have that title no more because people like Ricochet can carry that title and they can put up them lightweight matches, little flip floppity matches, you know, and somebody can carry a title to just spark it up a little bit more
Well,
and
it's not
have
really
it.
his size. It's not really his size. He's not the biggest guy, but the reason they'll push
Yeah,
Ricochet is really because of his size. When it comes to look at Rey Mysterio, I mean Ray is the smallest guy ever wrestler,
right,
but but because Ray has a connection with the crowd, because he's able to talk, because he's able to put his character over as well as his wrestling, which is why Ray gets pushed. Why Ray is a legend.
right,
Ricochet really has a hard time talking. He has a hard time really expressing himself that way vocally, where the crowd can really get behind him as a character. I mean, as a wrestler, he's very good, but as a character, not so much. Which is why he doesn't get pushed the way
right.
others do. You have to be able to put yourself over. Cause look at the Miz. The Miz isn't really exactly the best wrestler. Never will be, but because the Miz is so good talking, he's so good at putting over his character. He's
Right,
able to express himself, which is why the Miz is able to accomplish what he has in wrestling. Because the
right.
Miz has it with the crowd connection.
Yeah.
That's why Ricochet
Well,
will never be pushed in any meaningful way with WWE. He
right.
always
That's
have a
why
job. He always have a job with the company because he can do
that's
what he
why I
do,
say that
but he'll never be
that's
pushed.
what that's where the small title come in at for people like him. But because there's more people like him that good in the ring, not so good on the mic,
But
but
yeah, but even
deserve deserve some kind of title or win a trophy or something
yeah, you can
instead of
say
just
that.
taking a fall.
You can say that, but even still, a few years ago they had a cruiserweight title. They had the belt on Neville, who I thought was a hell of a wrestler. I really enjoyed his reign, but even in the end, they put the belt on Izzo Moore, who is a crap wrestler, but can
Right.
talk, can talk out the ass, and and can put his character on nobody's business. So eventually, they're gonna want somebody with personality and character with that belt too. So it
Right.
will
Yeah,
be
you're right.
so.
You're right.
Yeah, Ricochet would
Yeah.
with the cruiserweight title, but he wouldn't hold it for long because they would want somebody
Right.
with
Right.
character to be champion eventually.
Right. You're right about that. So as for
Yeah.
Shinsuke though, man, I wouldn't mind seeing Shinsuke versus Gunther though. You know.
We, they had a match on SmackDown last year, and Gunther won it. So it was a good physical match, but Gunther won it. So he beat
Yeah.
Suzuki too. So anybody that I'm wrong he beat it, he's already he's already
Yeah,
beat
I
on
read
SmackDown
defeated.
last year.
He done
Yeah,
beat the
like
whole roster, man. Except people like Seth Rollins and Top Dogs, Roman
yeah,
Reigns, or
he
they
getting
may
there.
bring
He getting there, bitch.
Braun Strowman back.
Well, Braun is injured. He has a
I
neck
know that's
injury.
what I'm saying. Like he injured, but we don't know how far along he is. So
He also beat Braun Strowman last year too on SmackDown.
he
So
beat Braun Strowman.
yes, he did. He beat Braun
Oh yeah,
Strowman
he
too.
did.
Yes,
Man,
yes,
this guy is a maniac.
yes, yes. He beat Braun. Yes,
He
he
done
beat
ran through the whole card almost.
almost a big card. Almost. You're right. He's beat of course
Wow,
Ricochet for the belt June of last year. And then he went on and on. He
wow,
beat he. I could have named all the guys he beat. It's just too many to count. But yeah,
man.
yeah. So he
Yeah,
beat
it looked
yeah.
like he may go for title versus title then.
Yes, yes, he should. He should.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, that look like the only way to go right now.
Yes, I mean,
It look like
he
the only
should.
way to go. Title versus
Yes,
title.
he should. But I will say, I will get wrong on this. One thing they doing, they're having tag feuds without the tag titles. Because now, Imperium, well, the tag team of Kaiser and Vinci are feuding with
Yeah,
the returning of
yeah, DIY.
Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. So on Monday, Kaiser beat Gargano. Ciampa wasn't there, but he will be back. So the tag match will happen.
Right.
So yeah, also as well forgot about that. So I guess it's an unofficial mini tournament because you got four teams battling for a shot at the belts. I think in
Yeah.
the end, the New Day is going to be on top to rest of the Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot on Monday too. Hey, what does Jinder Mahal's tag team call themselves?
Oh
Veer and
yeah, yeah,
Singh
Veer and
of
yeah,
Saga
yeah, yeah. That's it. Yeah, they did
against
approach that. They approached the
in
office
this year,
last Monday.
in this
Yeah,
year,
in this year.
yeah, in this year. So they're back in the mix. So that's 6 teams. The only
Mm-hmm.
reason, the only reason the Viking Raiders are in it because Eric is injured. So that's why I'm a single wrestler. So it'll be 6 teams, but it's just
Right.
5 now competing for the tag title.
Mm,
So I will give Raw that. They do have a tag team division, like a solid tag team division.
right. It's nice.
Yes, it is. And I'm looking at Raw's roster. They got guys that really be catering main event. They were pushing for a minute next to Loomis, but he disappeared.
Mm. It's, man, so many folks. They got a roster full of people, man, and
And
I
then they
think
got
like
also
25% injured.
they also got as well on Raw some guy named Odyssey Jones. I've never seen him, but he on the
They
roster.
plan the plans for him was to insert him in the rumors has it. Uh, as far as I heard, he's supposed to be joining Bobby Lashley.
Well, he on the wrong show for that. He just change shows to
Oh,
do
they
that.
they can make it happen. Know how WWE do,
Yeah,
man. Look,
you right.
look,
Yeah,
we
you
we
right.
gonna we
True.
gonna make you we gonna make you forget this ever happened. Like this never existed. Try to
Yeah,
play us like we're a fool.
yeah,
Like we
true.
don't know what happened. They'll act
Yeah,
like it
true.
never happened.
Yeah, you right. True, true.
But
Yeah, yeah.
that's just a rumor in the air. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not for sure how true that is.
Yeah. And then as well, of course, I got the aforementioned Miz on Raw. The Miz is also gonna be around doing something. He does
Oh
make Raw
yeah.
better. I give him that.
Oh
They
yeah.
also like they also like showing Tazara too on Raw as well, doing odd stuff. So the Miz and Tazara,
Tazawa Tazawa took our true spot. Always in the background doing something.
yeah.
Face expressions.
I'm gonna compare
Feel
him
it.
to our True. Our True was on his own level. He
Yeah,
on
he
his
on his
own
own
level.
level, but he took his position though. Like as far as it being that guy in the background,
Yeah.
just always in the background doing something. You know what I'm
When you,
saying?
yeah. When you make Brock Lesnar laugh, you know you're doing something right.
Right, right. Yeah, or truth, the truth.
Yes. So now we're gonna get some Raw's women division, which I like a hell of a lot more than SmackDown women's division because I'm seeing Raw has damn near 20 women on the roster. So the division is deeper, and they got to
Mm,
me more better wrestlers and more interesting wrestlers. So
right.
because basically and all the champions except for one is on Raw with of course the women's champion Rhea Ripley, NXT champion Becky Lynch, tag champions Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. The if they want to, they can also bring in Trish Stratus if they want to for a match or
Oh
two.
yeah, she still
Yeah.
signed.
Nia Jax made her return. I mean, hell, Maxine Dupree has actually stepped up as a character and a wrestler. I like watching her.
Right.
I like watching pretty much everybody on Raw's women's roster. There's only a few. There's only a few that are so-so, and even still, when they wrestle Becky Lynch, they're gonna be more interesting. Like Z Lee and Indy
Mm,
Hartwell and Candice
right.
LeRae. When they wrestle Becky, they're gonna be more better off for it. They got the
Right. And
tag team, huh?
they wrestled this Monday, right?
Yeah.
Indy Hartwell and Becky Lynch.
Yes. Yes.
About
Then they
time they
got
put my girl in
yeah.
there.
Then they got the tag team of Chance and Carter. I saw them for 2 seconds, but I can see they're very athletic. They better than SmackDown's tag team of Fry and what's the other chick's name?
Albert Fire and Isla
Isla
Dunn,
Dawn, yeah. So they better than them two. So
Hayden
yeah,
Carter and Katana Chance.
yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, they real good. I mean, WWE hadn't even showcased what they can do yet. They real
Uh-huh.
good.
Yeah. Like I said, Raw's women division like blows SmackDown's after the water. But we have Charlotte on, your roster. Charlotte has to get, the shine, the majority of the shine, just whatever it is.
Right, right.
Hell, I mean, at Raw, the only women I really don't like seeing is, I wouldn't say like seeing, but Natalia. That's only because I believe Natalia has already done enough. She needs to retire in my book.
Your time is over. So she
Yeah,
trying. I think right now Natalia is. working. She working on her way to see who's gonna retire her.
I
So
don't
that's
know.
what it looking like.
Yeah, because I've been seeing the
It
Italian
looking.
since 2008. I mean, we all expect the world to time, but I'm seeing 2008.
Yeah,
That's 15
she
years ago.
haven't announced it, but I think she's working towards it.
And she needs to as soon as possible. But other than
Yeah,
that, like I said, SmackDown Women's Division, I mean, Raw's Women's Division is very exciting. And, they still got Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. They can put that on any big event when they're ready to. They
right.
tease every now and then.
Everybody waiting on it too.
Uh huh.
They saying WrestleMania, but they really not for sure. No, the WrestleMania card it can go so many ways now because you got Jade Cargill, you got Real, you
Oh,
got
yeah.
Charlotte. They wanted Charlotte
Yeah.
versus Real
Uh
Ripley.
huh.
They want Becky versus Real. They want Jade versus Real. Yes. Who else? Raquel. It's some small portion want Raquel versus Real.
Yeah.
Um, it, it they got a lot of choices to make.
Yeah. To be honest, I would put Jay Cargill on SmackDown. They could really use the star power,
They can
but
get.
also
Yep.
somebody different. But I read the tweet. She said that she looks good in red, so they probably gonna put Jay Cargill on Raw, which makes Raw's Blue Division even more stronger than the SmackDown's Blue Division.
Uh, I just I just don't want to see Jade Cargill run into Rhea just yet. I'd rather see her fight Flair. I'd rather see her fight Flair than Bianca before she
Yeah,
fight
I mean, of
before
course,
Becky and Rhea.
yeah. You and I in agreement. I would put her on SmackDown, but I believe they're gonna put her on Raw.
Man, they just teasing us right now. She showed up on NXT too, so
She's not going to NXT. She being
I know
pushed
I
too
know
much
she's
to be
yeah
going
yeah nah
on
she ain't going to
NXT.
NXT, but they still like just trying to keep people guessing. But that's the I know why they do it because it's promotion to keep people talking about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like they have ruined NXT so much. They had to have WWE stars come down there. They had to have Becky Lynch be the NXT Women's Champion. They had to have Dominic be the North American Champion because they ruined it so
right,
much by Vince
right.
McMahon and
Vince
Johnny
McMahon
Ace.
told he
Yeah,
tore it
and
down, man.
yeah. I done watched NXT all them years ago, but I was reading about it, how they had all the good matches and all the good wrestlers down there. They was having the biggest, the
The
best
black and
shows.
gold,
Yeah, the best shows, the loudest crowd. The Triple H was
yeah.
really doing something down there.
They was hidden with the black and gold brand of NST.
Yeah,
It was on point. I'm talking about, I was into it more than the main shows. Then Vince
yeah,
McMahon seen what was going on, and he like, yeah, let me go mess this up too, you know.
yeah.
And
And
he went
that's why it was
down
the best
there.
show because he had no input in it at all. That's why it was the best show. Once he got a
Exactly,
hold of it,
exactly. Soon he got
got
a
it.
hold of it.
Yeah, I was reading. I saw matches there like 45 minutes and an hour, and they had long, long
Hmm.
matches. Okay, okay, okay. I didn't watch,
Yeah,
but that was good. But I'm saying that was
yeah.
good for them.
That's how I learned about some of the wrestlers now. Like Finn. I was watching when Finn Balor was down there. Seth Rollins was down there. Dean
Yeah,
Ambrose. Roman Reigns was there for a short period of time, and
yeah,
people like Becky. I seen the Rhea Ripley versus Shayna
hmm
Baszler,
yeah,
Rhea versus Raquel.
hmm
All them good matches like
yeah.
that, man.
Two reasons I didn't watch. Number one, because I guess in my mind, the main show to me is the major leagues. WWE, Raw, SmackDown.
Right,
NXT is not an official minor league, but it's in a minor league. It's developmental, so it's still to be a minor
right,
league. And number two, when most of the guys came to the main roster, Vince McMahon and whoever was running creative just ruined most of the guys. So I was like,
right.
why not watch this show down here where they big things and get up here and Vince and company ruin them? They're not the same.
Yeah,
So that's
that's
what
what
was happening.
made a
Yeah,
lot of fans upset.
yeah. Like the Ascension, they were the longest reigning tag team champions. At least one of them.
Oh yeah,
They come to the main roster within 2 3 weeks.
and
They just finished. Just
over with,
finished. Yeah.
over with.
Yeah, just finished. It's a lot of people from No Way Jose to Anna Rose to I go on and on and on. Just all the guys
Right.
that were big down there. Get to the main roster, just do a
Nothing.
bunch of nothing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's how Vince do it. That's how Vince see it. They jobbers.
But yes, but before we get out of here, a special shout out to Ari Emanuel. He is the CEO of Endeavor, and he is the man that is basically retired Vince McMahon because he made the decision to have Triple H work creative, and he basically told Vince to have a seat
Right.
because when Vince was really supposed to retire due to all the allegations, sexual assault, etc.,
Yeah.
etc., he found his way back in. And, of course, he needed to make the deal happen with Endeavor for the merger, but he was gonna basically try to keep running creative, at least cover running creative. But shout out to Ari Emanuel for putting Vince out the pasture. Oh, what's it put him out the pasture? But basically, sit him down for good.
Yeah.
Sit him down for good. So special shout out to
Yeah.
you, Mr. Emanuel. I thank you. So now Triple H gets to run the show free and clear from here on out.
And
And Shawn
we getting
Michaels,
better shows,
and
man. We
Shawn
getting
Michaels
better
will run
shows.
NXT. So hopefully NXT will get better. And
Oh yeah.
hopefully we get to the point where they won't need wrestlers from WWE to continue to be down there to wrestle and have titles.
Right.
So any last thoughts when we get out of here?
Nah, man. Just y'all hit the subscribe button at Main Event Fro. Go live like 3 times a week. That's the place you can come up, join me in the chat for the main event. We talk a little wrestling, and we just have fun over there, man. We talk a little noise here and there. We do reviews, and I'm looking forward to doing a little more things. I got this show coming up called Fatal Four Way. I got like 4 characters I play on my own, and just looking to do a little more entertainment over there, man, and just sparking it up. So yeah, man.
All right, sound good. For my man Main Event Frow, I am Jared Brits, aka My Two Cents on it. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. My Two Cents on it, and Facebook. My name is Jared Brits. My co-host Main Event Frow. I am Jared Brits, and that was our 2 cents on it.
Peace.